Ladies, gentlemen, Pepes, as of recording this, Temtem went live a little over 24 hours ago, and within a short span of time, a lot happened. Some good, some bad. We hit all-time peaks, had hot fixes for hot fixes, many Fs in the chat, and an anime trailer? Wait, what? Alright, we have to take a minute to talk about this. This is probably the most unexpected but loved thing Temtem has come out with. Now, I doubt we're actually getting an anime here. Please feel free to prove me wrong though. But other than this promoting the game, there's a couple new Temtem we haven't seen before hidden throughout the trailer. The first one is only a couple seconds in, which seems to be the pre-evolution of a goat-like Temtem that's shown in the neutral category on the wiki. Now, I do think this is only going to be a neutral type. The reason is we only have two other Temtem that are only neutral types. And I can't really see this guy being more than one, because what is he going to be, like nature, maybe earth? I don't know, I'm not very convinced on that. We get another preview of a pre-evolution in the clothing shop where we see a smaller version of Sparzy. Now I'm guessing that the Sparzy we have in game now is going to be the final evolution, because it seems like a big leap to go from one in the trailer directly to the Sparzy in game now. But I think this guy is pretty cute, and the designs in my opinion are definitely getting better as time goes on. But now we're going to skip to the end of the trailer. We have this dojo battle going on, and in the crowd you can actually see this four-armed melee Temtem that looks pretty cool. I don't think he's an evolution of anything that we have in the game yet, but if I were to guess, I think he's going to be melee and earth, if not only melee. So out of all these three, I think this guy's the favorite because he's giving me those Machamp vibes. But if I missed any, make sure to leave them in the comment section below and I'll make sure to heart it. But we're going to move on to the actual launch day, and unfortunately things didn't go necessarily as smooth as people wanted it to. Like, at all. The general chat on the Discord server was a dumpster fire for at least 8 hours, if not more. People were going back and forth, some saying how they're gonna give it a negative review and refund it. Overall, just being very negative about the game. Then there's the other side defending the game, saying how it's an MMO and they should have expected it, and how it's an early access launch and all that stuff. And this went on for hours, just people going back and forth, one trying to defend each other, and whenever someone would get kicked out of the game and back in queue, someone would go and complain about it in the Discord. And while this was all happening, Kreml was constantly making the servers better, or at least trying to, pumping out updates at max around 20 minutes, which is pretty good. Although some of those updates did more harm than good, because at one point they actually had to do a hotfix for another hotfix. A big issue that was happening is whenever you would pick up an item, the character would just straight up freeze. So I'll put the picture up on the screen, but there was like 20 people around this one item to pick up. And once you're frozen, you're out. You have to restart your game and go back all the way to the queue. So a lot of people are getting upset about that, understandably, but at least it made the queue times faster for a little while. Unfortunately though, with the server lag, the long queues, it caused some big streamers like XQC and Lyric to go to other games and come back later when the servers were more stable. You also had a pretty cool moment with a big streamer known as Strippin found one of the first Lumas that I know of, at least. Obviously not the first, because there was like 30,000 people playing the game, but definitely the most notable.
Yeah, some guys to the queue again.
Whoa! No, chat. I'm loading into the...
I got shiny!
No way.
What? No. That's
Yeah, he did. No, he did.
That's
Holy
cool.
fuck!
So yeah, that must have been pretty cool for him. We also have Temtem being the top selling game on Steam right now, which is pretty crazy for an indie game at $35, let alone one in early access. At one point there was almost 30,000 people playing the game at once, and there has been 2,600 people that have reviewed the game, and 85% is positive, which is pretty good. I think that rating's just gonna go up as more people experience less lag and stuff like that. This also brought a ton of new people to the community that didn't know about the game before. r/playtemtem, which is the main subreddit of the game, had around 4,000 more members join in the past like 2 days, which is really good. On Twitter, IGN retweeted a trailer of the anime, which obviously being IGN brought a ton of new players. And at like 4 AM or something crazy like that, Temtem finally announces their devs are going to sleep. Huge respect for everyone at Crema. Even throughout all the lag and complaints they were getting, they remained to stay dedicated, always let us know what was happening when the servers were getting restarted, when a new hotfix was coming out. You don't see a lot of devs these days doing that type of stuff, where they always let the community know what's going on and consistently trying to get the problem solved as fast as possible. So yeah, I might have pressed F in the chat a couple times, but every time I did, there was a new announcement saying that they're going to fix it, so respect. As of now, a day after the launch, the queue times for the game are still very long, averaging around like 8,000. Granted, not as bad as it was yesterday, peaking around 16 or 17,000, something crazy like that, but the servers are a lot more playable. Thanks to the feedback from the community and obviously the devs, we're finally able able to grind the game out, yet have a good time. Crema now plans on expanding the capacity of the server to around 25,000, which personally I think they should have been around anyway from the start, but better late than never. Now I've been trying to keep my personal opinion towards the end of the video. Obviously I haven't done that good of a job with it since I have been saying some stuff here and there. The reason is though is because this is kind of a controversial topic right now. Just keep in mind that this is all my opinion and it's okay to have a different one than mine. Obviously I think the game is good. I've known that for a while now, and pretty much the only problem I really had with it was the lag, just like everyone else did. But obviously it's an MMO early access game, so what do you really expect at launch? I knew there was going to be lag. I feel like the developers could have done more before the game actually launches, like I said before, having more player slots, stuff like that. But Crema did make up for this by letting us know what's going on, all that stuff I've said previously. The servers will continue to get better over time as they improve, so hopefully we won't run into this problem again. But thinking about it more and more, it's kind of a good problem to have. I'd rather the servers be overflowing rather than not having enough players. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this whole thing in the comment section below. Speaking for the channel, we're actually popping off right now. It's crazy. Last video I thanked you guys for 250 subscribers. In a month, keep in mind. And in a span of 4 days, we grown to over 600 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. I'll continue to make videos, getting to the point without the bullshit, but also not just listing off points like I did in my second video, looking back at that now. I really didn't like making that video, and it kind of shows in it. Like, all I was doing was reading off the type and their name, and the process of making it was really repetitive and boring. So yeah, I want to keep on making videos like these where there's a balance between efficiency and personality. It's a lot more fun for me to make, and I think that shows in the difference in quality. If you want to know more about Temtem, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. It helps out the channel and also lets the game grow with it. And also follow me on Twitter if you want to see when videos are coming out. But yeah, I'm gonna go play Temtem now, so bye.